Now I'm recording. I wasn't recording. I had a whole conversation for no reason. Everybody shares backyard. So yeah, I told you guys I was going to make more of these videos. More of on a serious side versus my normal podcast or streaming or even gaming type videos. I decided to do something a little bit more serious. The last video was about my depression. And with that, I'm sorry I didn't make more videos like I was planning on. But I couldn't do anything. I was trapped. Which is what it felt like. Completely trapped. Being dizzy all the time. Forgetting things. Some nights not sleeping because the medicine's not working. It just kept taking a toll on my body and my mind. I still have the dizziness, even though now you're catching me on my high time. Still back pain, still have that. But I'm more up and about until my back hurts, and then you see me sitting on the couch in a weird position that may look like it should hurt, but it is keeping my back from hurting at that moment for a few moments. So I'll get started with all this stuff, doing this, doing that, doing this. I haven't been diagnosed with anything, so if I have something, I don't know. No doctors told me. But if you listen to my ex-wife, who's slightly crazy, by the way, she thinks I have ADD among other things. She thinks I can't focus. Just because I start a project, go throw the trash away, or go put something away. Let's just say, for example, laundry. I'm doing laundry. I'm folding up all the clothes. I got all the clothes folded. Now I'm almost done with this. Now I just got to put them away. So I go put this away, and then I look and see, man, there's a mess on my kitchen counter. So I stop doing the laundry. I go clean the kitchen counter. And halfway through the kitchen counter cleaning, the trash needs to go out. So I'll go take out the trash. I get the trash out. I come back in. I'm getting ready to go put a bag in. Oh, crap. Got to get my daughter to come help me clean up this living room because she's thrown all her toys everywhere. Now I'm in the living room. Well, at some point, I never finished the laundry. I never finished the kitchen. And somehow I'd never finished the living room. Those are some of the times that I'm on during. It's more, not necessarily high time during that time. It's more of a low time. That was back when I was married. So I always had those projects all up and running. I'll go start to fix this, and then find out something else needs to be fixed. So I go fix that because fixing this will help this, and then, well, this thing needs to be fixed. So that'll be quick. That'll only take me a couple seconds. So I'll go and fix that, and completely forgot where I started and what really needed to be fixed first. It's a little windy. It looks like it might rain today. But that was all caught during the time I was married. Which I was married for 7 years. Well, together for 8. Married for 7, the day that the divorce was final. So my 7th anniversary was the day that I was no longer married. Which is fine. It was a long time coming. It should have never happened in the first place. I understand that. I see that. But being the nice guy I am, while I was working, I kept them all on my insurance. My stepkids, her, my daughter. They had good insurance. I made sure they kept it. I didn't take it away from any of them. Well, divorce is final. 5 days later, I lose my job. So I think all that compound, plus no sleep, is what triggered the depression at the time. Well, I have no explanation for what's going on now. I'm just full of energy. There's so much that I could do. Things I was putting off for so long during the depression, things that needed to be done. I got it done in one day. I was lucky that day because my back didn't hurt. But the next day, I paid for it. I could barely move. Now, this barely moving thing is cramping the energy. I have so much energy. I just don't know what to do with it. I was like, okay, well, I could rearrange this. I could do that. Crap, my back hurts. Okay, I'm really like this. Hopefully my back's going to be good. And then now I'm freaking out. I was like, I want to go bungee jumping, skydiving. I want to go, oh, let's take this apart, put this back together with new parts, and let's go bungee jumping. So I have all this energy. No outlet now. Because I start something on an energy day. And if it's not a good day to start something, my back will be screaming at me and yelling at me. Basically, I have arthritis in the lower half of my back. The lower half of my back, every disc is starting to bulge. I have adjusting scoliosis. For most, if you're familiar with scoliosis, or if you're not familiar with scoliosis, scoliosis is the curve from the spine. So you look at some people, it's nice, beautiful, straight spine. Mine has an S. Well, it's not your typical scoliosis because it's adjusting scoliosis, which means that S is the curve on it, on those S, it changes. Sometimes it could curve to the better side, so I have a little less pain, or it could curve worse. So now I got more pain. Before all this started, I was pushing my body, pushing it. So by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I couldn't do anything really. I was hurting so much. I would carry an 80-pound ladder on my shoulder and carry it however far I have to carry it, depending on where I could park. If I can get right next to the pole, it's only about 5-10 feet away. But sometimes it's almost a block away that I had to park and carry that thing with my spine the way it is. And it's sitting on the shoulder and it's 80 pounds. And then I'm up the pole. Did that for almost 4 years. And now I'm at the point where my body just says, screw you, I'm done. So my doctor took that opportunity that she's been trying to take for a year and a half, and put me on disability. Which is, unfortunately, right now, add all that together, and then my mental state, it may be a good idea. I still, regardless about the energy I have right now, I have a lot of energy. I could do this, I could do that. I'm ready to skydive, jump from bungee jump, do some nighttime bungee jumping, some cave spelunking. I could do all those right now. Be in a lot of pain for doing it, but I got the energy, the drive to do something like that right now. So essentially, this is my uptime. But I still can't deal with people right now. For example, one of the reasons all this is getting pushed on, there was this mom doing paperwork and barely attempting to control her kids. Now, I understand being by yourself and have all these kids around. I understand. It's difficult. It is hard. Especially when some of those kids aren't even yours. They're your kids' friends. But I am the father out of this. So I am not above yelling at the neighborhood kids to shut up and sit down and do what they're supposed to. Heck, one of my daughter's friends decided, it's hot outside. I think I'm just going to come out in my panties and I am going to run around to house, which would include my daughter's house and another friend's house, all right there in the same block. But I saw that. And you may not be my daughter, but I'm going to yell at you and tell you to put some clothes on. Which I did, which is fine. I guess I got off in a tangent again. Back to where I was talking about doctor's office kids. That's right. All right, so these kids are jumping around, climbing on things they're not supposed to be climbing on. There's a little guy trying to walk by with his cane, and these two little snots fell off of the thing that they're not even supposed to be sitting on, let alone jumping around, running around on them. Almost hit the old guy, almost knocked him down. Mind you, he's walking with a cane. I stepped in. I picked up the kids and set them on the chair, and I yelled at them. I told them to shut up, sit down, stay until the doctor calls you. Well, apparently, I was in the wrong for doing that, and the mom decided to start opening her mouth at me. I immediately turned around and said, if you were doing your fucking... Sorry, let that one slip. Your freaking job, I wouldn't have to step in and do it for you now, would I? And then she shut up. The kids did what they were supposed to. They didn't get up. They're probably more afraid to move than actually was it was probably more that they were afraid to move because I actually literally put them in a place and made them sit versus actually going to be truly listening to me. They probably would have ignored me if I didn't, or ignored the mother of them. She made them sit, but they did behave. But apparently, that makes me socially unstable. I don't see that at all. I don't know how that makes me socially unstable. If she did her job, I wouldn't have had to step in. They almost hurt somebody. He's walking with a cane. He's fragile. They almost hurt somebody. If you believe I was wrong, feel free to comment in the comment section below. If you agree, go ahead and feel free to comment in the section below. Or if you have an idea of how it should have been handled differently. I like to hear all opinions. It doesn't bother me. I will read them just to see what you guys all think about that. But literally going out anywhere is a pain in the butt. It irritates the heck out of me more than anything. I don't know if it's... My heart starts racing. Feels like it's hard to breathe. I don't know if it's a panic attack, anxiety attack, what it is. But I tend to don't sit back and not say anything. When someone does something stupid or they're rude, disrespectful, racist, anything. It could be just simply rude to somebody. And I'm going to put them in their place. Walmart's really bad for me to go. Walmart is definitely a bad place to go. So if I have to go to Walmart, I'm going right before they close. Because I'm in a small town. And right before they close, there's maybe 10 people in that entire store. Not including the 50 employees that they have hiding all over the place and in the back. But yeah. That is me in somewhat of a nutshell right now. Not really quite sure how to explain everything. It's weird. To add to all that, I can actually feel my mind slipping. If that makes sense. That's the best explanation I got for it. I can feel with each memory that I lose, it feels like everything's slipping. I keep losing. You know, I'll have a conversation and I will forget about it. And then something random will bring random pictures in my head that I have to try to see, okay, is this real or is this real? Did this really happen? So I'm sitting here trying to figure out with these random memories that just pop in my head what's real and what's not. And then I'll start talking about the memory that I think is real, which sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But let's just say, for sake of argument, that this memory that I'm talking about is real. So I'm talking to the person about the memory. And then they sit there and ask me, I thought you can't remember things. I don't. It's not like that. It's, I don't know how to explain it to you. You're already judgmental. Don't talk to me. That kind of thing. It's irritating, to be honest. I was like, I thought you can't remember anything. But it's not that I can't remember anything. I can't recall things. Like, I'll have a conversation with somebody 5 times. Exact same conversation. And some people will play along. You know, I won't say play along, but will go along with the conversation like it was the first time. Because they understand. I don't remember talking to you about it. Then other people will immediately cut me off. And it's like, you already told me. It's like, well, I don't remember. And get all mad like, I just stole her puppy. Still nobody's puppy. But they get mad at me like that. It's crazy. Especially my ex-wife. She gets so pissed off when I tell her things more than once. I have a conversation about this. And then a little bit later, you know, I went to the kids' school conferences yesterday. My stepdaughters and my daughters. And I'm very much still in my stepkid's life. Legally, I'm not quite sure how you ex-stepkids. But I will always consider them my kids. Till the day I die. They're always going to be part of me. I will always be in their life. Well, that's if they keep me in their life. But doesn't mean I won't stop trying. So, where was I? Conversation. So, go to the conferences. I tell the ex-wife everything that she needs to know and that went on in the conferences. Well, there's another part of the conference that pops up in my head maybe 10 minutes later. I was like, oh, you already told me. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't kill your puppy. Don't need to bite my head off. Didn't kill the puppy. You don't even have a puppy. But yeah, that's been my life. That's how things are so far. All complete randomness mess. Which now with the memory thing slipping, even though sometimes some things trigger it, some things, for the most part, it's gone. So for the most part, when you have a conversation with me, we could be driving around somewhere, find an old abandoned place that, for example, there's a gas station. It used to be a good truck stop. Freeway went right by it. Well, they moved the freeway about 50 feet away. So now, to get to this gas station is a back road. I'm not positive it's open still, but it looks open. But you can't tell. But it's all boarded. The store is no longer open for sure. But the gas pumps always have lights on them. It looks like you can still pump gas there. But you got to know how to get there. You got to take the back roads. You got to go through the town, get to the back road, take the back road, and go to the gas station. Well, the store's all boarded up. There's a house next to it. It's all boarded up. But there's an RV there. There's people running around. There's people there. So somebody's living on that property now. So we're driving by. I got my daughter. It's seriously, the way it's set up, seriously looks like a murder house. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre style. So I'm driving my stepdaughter because she forgot her bag with all her work in it. All her schoolwork at my house. Well, it's stuff that she needs to turn in because she's not doing what she can do in school. Maybe possibly lack of confidence on her part. I'm not positive, but I am working with her to get her grades up. But anyways, so we're going back to get her homework because she had homework due the next day that she can't really, if she wants to pass and be able to graduate with everybody this year, she has to get this done. Some of us make up. So she had to turn this stuff in. So, since the whole divorce, they moved out. I'm doing my thing, trying to, I have to go through the whole disability process, that whole thing. And, I end up staying at the ex-wife's house Sunday night, Wednesday night, Thursday nights. I come home Friday. When she gets off, I come home on Monday when she gets off. Now, so I'm sleeping on the couch, which is a hell in itself. Being around my ex-wife still. All the time. And, so I borrowed her car. I started driving up there. I take back roads because it's faster to take the back road from where their house is. So we take the back road. We get up to a point where it gets us back on the freeway. So it cuts out a bunch of time. Well, anyways, we're driving by this place. And it does look like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well, my problem is there's no filter, there's no control. Something pops into my head, and there it goes. Well, while my stepdaughter's messing around with the radio, I looked up, saw the gas station. I pointed to the gas station, said, hey, look, that's where they kill the babies. Straight there. Yep, I went straight there. There's nothing I can do about that. It already came out. Well, now, there's another problem. Impulse control. So, like when I do my podcast for DoD, the reason I don't talk a whole lot is because of that impulse control. I try so much to keep things tame. So most of the time, things that are in the show is because I have the mic unmuted. But People don't catch the part when I mute my mic. I mute my mic intentionally because, okay, one, we're in a segue, so there's nothing to say. Two, that doesn't mean my mind's going to decide to say something. It just pops in my head and out it goes. So I mute myself. That way, anything that is inappropriate, it may not be wrong to say, but being a father, doing a podcast for dads, a dad community, which also includes wives in some of the clans. It may not be the right thing to say at the time. So, I mute myself so that people miss most of the words I say. And it's probably better that way. Another reason why I tend to not be around people. And as you can tell, let me see here. It doesn't give me the option. Okay. See, all the kids are at school. And I'm in the complex little park area. Nobody around. That way, if I do say something stupid that randomly pops in my head at the time, it's not going to be around anybody that can hear. But, well, I think that's all I got for today. My plan is to post more videos like this, along with my gaming videos. I am actually working on becoming affiliated and then partnered with Twitch. I hope that comes soon. But I will catch you all later. Remember, internet people, stay classy. And clubbing baby seals is not cool. Not cool. Don't club them. I'll catch you all later.